What's going on, guys? I'm your host Joss and welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Before we get started, don't forget to follow us on our social media pages, which are linked down below. And hang out with me until the end of this video where I'll do some comment shoutouts. Today we're talking about superhero movies. It would seem like a dream come true to most of us if we had the chance to play one of the iconic superheroes, right? Apparently not for some. Some of the biggest names in Hollywood are lining up to star as a superhero, while others have no problem sitting back. Let's take a look at some of the different actors with today's list of top 10 actors who will never be cast as a superhero. Starting off our list at number 10 is Emma Thompson, an iconic actress known for her roles in things like the Harry Potter series, I Am Legend, Cheers, and Beauty and the Beast. She has a pretty impressive resume to say the least, but turns out a superhero movie is not on her resume and most likely won't be. During an interview, she was asked the question, "What do you think of all the superhero movies?" This has been a common question for years now, as we've seen the franchise putting out one movie after another. Emma Thompson doesn't have anything against the movies personally, but seems rather irritated by the genre as a whole, and mainly Spider-Man. Her response to the question was, and I quote, "If I see yet another Spider-Man, I'm going to have to actually hang myself. I can't do it anymore. They're all marvelous, but how many times can you make this franchise, for crying out loud?" So I think it's safe to say she won't be booking the role of a superhero anytime soon, especially not one in the Spider-Man movies. I mean, she has a point. In at number 9 we have Sean Penn, a very successful actor who has never been shy when it comes to speaking his mind. For decades he's publicly shared his opinions regarding presidents, politics, and even interviewed drug cartel leaders. As an actor, he's fantastic, and it wouldn't be any surprise that superhero filmmakers would love to have him in their cast. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that will ever happen. He too has voiced his opinion that there are too many superhero films out there. During an interview he said, I quote, "There are some good movies made on that superhero stuff, let a few of them be made a year, but I'd like to see this business not drown itself in superhero movies." It's clear that he wouldn't be taking on a superhero role simply for the fact that he'd just be contributing to the problem. So our number 8 spot is Rebel Wilson, the hilarious comedic actress that we know from some of her movies like Bridesmaids, Pitch Perfect, and Isn't It Romantic. I absolutely adore her, I think she is hilarious. But that's just the thing. She's really built a reputation as a comedic actress. I think it would be hard to take her seriously as a superhero. During an MTV interview, she was asked if she would ever play a superhero, and she was all for it. She went on to say, "People don't know about my hidden martial arts talents, and yeah, I definitely like to do that. I've never done a superhero movie, which would be really cool." Some fans went online saying that the actress could play a character called Faith Herbert from one of the comic books. Although some fans are on board with it, other comic fans don't think she belongs in this universe and should stick to comedy. Even after publicly announcing that she would love to do it, she's never been cast or taken any steps towards booking a hero role. I think some comedy and martial arts could make a pretty sweet hero. What do you guys think? Taking the number 7 spot is Bill Murray. The legendary actor has taken on a ton of different roles, and one of them was almost a superhero. The screenwriter Tom Mankiewicz was asked by Warner Brothers to make an origin film for Batman. Ivan Reitman was attached to the project and was going to direct the film, which was titled The Batman. Who did he want to play Batman? Bill Murray himself. The actor was coming out hot from his success with the Ghostbusters movie, and he was approached to take the role. Bill Murray agreed to the role, but the project eventually fell apart after a bunch of rewrites. Later on, a new script was written for Tim Burton in 1989, who opted for another comedic actor, Michael Keaton. Bill was not offended and to this day has no problem making jokes about the fact that he almost played a superhero back in the day. When talking about it now, he says he knows that his opportunity passed and now he's just too old for it. If you think about it, it is a little bit past his time. At one point in time, he would have been cast for a superhero, but unfortunately now he's made it on our list. The ship has sailed. At number 6 we have Amanda Seyfried, the beautiful blonde actress known for her movies such as Mean Girls, Dear John, and Mamma Mia. Apparently the actress isn't a big fan of acting in superhero films. It's not that she doesn't like the genre itself or the contract, she just hates the wire work and green screen effects. In case you don't remember, she made a cameo in the movie PENN, which turned out to be a nightmare for her. During an interview about the movie, she admitted, and I quote, "When I signed on, there was no wire work or green screen stuff happening with my character. I'm not playing a fairy, so why would I be flying around throwing up? Never again." Well, that basically sums up the majority of superhero movies. She would be a great addition to the MCU, but she says in her interview, "I just don't want to put on the suit." Alright girl, we hear you loud and clear. Halfway through the list at number 5 we have Robert De Niro. The actor is definitely talented enough, but let's face it, he is simply too old to take on the role of a hero. Being a superhero is some hard work, especially physically. No offense to Robert. But good news is that doesn't mean he can't be in a superhero movie just playing a different character. Back in 2018, Variety confirmed that the actor was in talks to join the Joker origin movie. The sources said that he would be portraying a talk show host who plays a part in driving the Joker character to go mad and become the clown prince of crime. It was later confirmed that the script actually has ties to De Niro's film King of Comedy, about a failing comedian who kidnaps a popular talk show host to gain fame. But in the Joker movie, the roles are reversed. So it's clear that De Niro won't ever be cast as a superhero, but at least he can still be part of the movies. In the number 4 spot we have Reese Witherspoon. The extremely talented actress totally kicked some butt in her Legally Blonde movies, but we're not sure if that would be enough to take on a role of a superhero. And apparently Reese would agree with us. She expressed her feelings on the subject by saying she feels that her time for a role like that has passed, and she said this like 9 years ago, so you can imagine how she feels now. During an interview when asked about movies like a superhero type film, she said, "There are a lot of really big movies about robots and things, and there's not a part for a 34-year-old woman in a robot movie." She clearly stuck to her word, and she continued to stick to her genre over the years, and if she thought she was too old at 34, she's now 43. So I don't think we will be seeing her as a hero anytime soon. Here we are at number 3 with the hilarious actor and comedian Jack Black, another talented actor whose comedy reputation and resume would probably throw people off in the superhero universe. There was once a time that he almost sunk his teeth into a superhero role though. Those of you who have followed the development of Green Lantern over the years would know that the comedy star had been in talks of taking on the role. However, the film was eventually scrapped and Black missed out on the opportunity. The hero later made his debut in 2011 but was played by Ryan Reynolds, as we know. During an interview with Yahoo Movies, Black explained that his version of the movie was very funny. He said, "There was a very funny script, an awesome script that I wanted to do by the genius Robert Smigel, but they didn't want to pull the trigger. They were making zillions of dollars with all their other superhero movies, they just didn't want to mess with the formula." We do see some comedy added into the current superhero movies, but Black admitted that his version would have featured a lot of goofy jokes. Let's face it, he's a goofy guy, and there is much more to a superhero role than just being funny. What do you guys think? Alright guys, at number 2 we have Rose McGowan, an actress who you might remember from the TV series Charmed, who was once engaged to legendary Marilyn Manson. The actress has a variety of different roles on her resume, but a superhero isn't one of them. She actually has a very strong opinion on these types of movies, and it's not very positive. Her opinion has been highly documented and she has no problem with it. She once said, I quote, "Where are the human stories? I don't want green goblins and tight outfits. I want intelligence, daring work that drives society forward. I want a mirror, not every cliche regurgitated ad nauseum." I'm not even completely sure what the last part of that sentence means, but she's made it clear that she has no interest in playing a superhero. She also wouldn't be upset if the movies were stopped altogether. She seems very bitter towards them. Maybe it's because she was actually never cast for a hero. A form of jealousy, possible FOMO, who knows. Taking our number 1 spot is Pierce Brosnan. Remember Tim Burton's Batman movie I talked about? Well, turns out Pierce was offered the role before Michael Keaton did, but he ended up turning it down. During an interview with Details, Pierce revealed the reason why he didn't do it. He explained that he couldn't take the role seriously. He admitted that he said some pretty harsh things to Tim Burton, saying that he told him, quote, "Any guy who wears his underpants outside his trousers cannot be taken seriously." So yeah. The actor went on to say that he grew up loving Batman as a kid in Ireland, but that putting on a suit and playing the part wasn't a role he saw as professional. He had his chance and he didn't want it. Maybe now that the superhero suits have been upgraded, he might reconsider. Alright guys, that's all I got for today's list. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments, and if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up so that I know. For now, let's check out some comments from some of my other videos. Miss Daisy says, "I do not even know these folks, they come and go like breath mints." I've never heard that saying before, but I'm probably gonna start using it. I really like it. Giovanni William Santos says, my headphones ear raped me during the intro and the last few videos I watched. I think my headphone or computer is broken. Thank you for sharing that with us. You should probably get those checked out. Willie Evans Jr. says, LOL, I know you're not from around here when you pronounce Illinois as Illinois. All jokes aside, love your content, keep up the good work. It's Illinois, isn't it? Illinois. Illinois? Okay, that's all I got for you guys today. I am taking off. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. I'm your host Joss, and I'll see you next time.